Man, this is bullshit. Let me explain something. Alright, so I'm watching a YouTube video. I'm watching a couple YouTube videos, going through my recommended, and I see a video for new Cartoon Network shows, right? And all I'm hearing is new Foster's Home show and new Adventure Time shows and a new regular show coming out. And, and it's like a bunch of reboots and remakes and continuations and stuff like that. And it's like, and these people are celebrating. They're like, yes, finally they're waking up. And it's like, no, they're not. No, they're not. No, it's not what we want. Why do so many people want remakes of Adventure Time and regular show? Like, that's what's going to make Cartoon Network look good again. Imagine instead of making Adventure Time and regular show and Steven Universe and all those shows like that era, imagine when they were going through the Renaissance, instead of making those shows, they did remakes of Dexter's Lab and Johnny Bravo and Powerpuff Girls. And people would celebrate, oh my god, Cartoon Network's going to be good, they're remaking all the shows. I mean, because that's basically what's happening now. I mean, if you celebrate the new Adventure Time shows and the regular shows, whatever. Which, look, that wouldn't be bad. I wouldn't mind if that's not all they were offering. Like, what happened to original shows? You know what I mean? Like, some of the coolest stuff of the past decade was, like, original stuff, like Adventure Time and regular show was when they first came out. But also stuff like Infinity Train and Over the Garden Wall. Like, nobody talks about those. Those were, like, really good. Nobody talks about them. No, because people want remakes of regular show. And, they want baby versions of Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. Like, man, I don't give a shit about any of that stuff, man. I want some original cartoons, some new stuff, you know what I mean? Nothing blows me away like cartoons used to. Regular show, Adventure Time, Gravity Falls. The shows like that used to blow me away. Cartoon Network has gone downhill, man. My Cartoon Network growing up was like the shit, dude. Because, like, alright, so when I first started watching Cartoon Network, it was like right before 2010, like 2008, 2009. So, like, I was catching Ben 10 Classic, Ben 10 Alien Force. I was catching Generator X later on. I was catching, I'm trying to think of more shows. What's New Scooby-Doo was one of my shits. That came on Boomerang more, though. Ed and Eddie, the Chowder came on a lot. Flapjack, Billy and Mandy. So I call it that era. And then I also caught right after that they had that's what they call the Renaissance, where they had the Adventure Time, regular show, Uncle Grandpa, Clarence, Steven Universe, and then of course there was Ben 10 Omniverse. Ben 10 Omniverse was really good. Transformers: Robots in Disguise was a sequel to Transformers Prime, which is my favorite Transformers show. Robots in Disguise wasn't the best, but it did have some cool follow-ups from the original, so, it had that going for it. There was Sonic Boom. Sonic Boom was, like, the best, like, Sonic Boom was, like, a mini franchise in the Sonic the Hedgehog franchise, and, it was at its best with the Sonic Boom Cartoon Network show, because the games are trash, so. Then, of course, we had Lego Ninjago, dude, Total Drama, all the good Total Dramas, like Total Drama Island, Total Drama All-Stars, Total Drama Action, Total Drama, the one where they had the new people that nobody liked, but I actually liked some of them, Revenge of the Island. And then, I don't remember what the later ones were, but those are all the ones I remember. Oh, World Tour. World Tour was the best. Not enough people talk about Generator X. That show was cool as fuck. It was an action show made by the people who made Ben 10. Dude, they even had like a Ben 10 crossover one time. That's how I found out about the show, and then I started watching it. Dude, that show was crazy. And then, of course, you had your DC shows. So, like, earlier on you had your Justice League, your Superman. But then, I liked Teen Titans, the Batman, Batman Brave and the Bold, I know they played Star Wars: The Clone Wars on Cartoon Network, but I never got into Star Wars until later on, like until recently. I didn't really care about Star Wars, so I never watched it while I was on Cartoon Network. So yeah, I mean, that's all I can really say about Cartoon Network. It was my favorite channel growing up. Combine that with Boomerang, which was basically my second favorite channel growing up. Yeah, I fucking love Boomerang and Cartoon Network. Those were staples of my childhood. I had Cartoon Network at home because I had Comcast cable, and then grandparents was Boomerang. So classic and modern Cartoon Network all at once. That dude, my childhood was the best as far as Cartoon Network. So thank you all for watching. Remember, have a wonderful day and a fantastic life.